Psalms and Proverbs for Saturday, May 9th, 2020. Many names have a meaning and a purpose that are less arbitrary than we might think. Virtually all the names in the Bible have a distinct meaning. So too do the letters of the Hebrew alphabet. Psalm 119 is an acrostic of those 22 letters with 8 verses for each letter. Yod is the 10th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. The 10th Hebrew letter Yod is a dot or point. The Yod represents the Creator, the single point from which all of creation emerges, and the unity within multiplicity. It is the foundation of all foundations, the hidden divine spark which causes everything to be. It represents the power of the Spirit to govern and guide the matter. Yod is a symbol of the Holy One, the Creator, since the holy name starts with Yod. Small in form, the meaning of Yod is great. According to kabbalistic tradition, all of creation came forth from a single point, a point which represents God's infinite presence inside of the finite world. Yod also represents the idea of unity within multiplicity, of one whole that is comprised of parts. Yod, as we see, is a single point, but its value is 10. It shows us that many grains of sand are used to make one pot. Many pages make up one book. Many drops of water make up the ocean. There are many occurrences in the world, but they all stem from one God, perfect and indivisible. It also represents the 10 Sephirot. In Yod, the multiplicity returns to unity. The Yod is an infinite dot, the essence of all life. It is the foundation of all foundations. Everything comes from it and returns to it. It is a hidden dot, beyond imagination, formless, the source of all thought, beyond all thoughts, beyond time and space. It is the secret, hidden principle of the universe that we can't perceive. It is the divine spark of life that is in every single being. It cannot be grasped, but it is every cell of your body causing you to exist. It has no mass or density, time or space. It is the power of the Spirit to govern and guide the matter of the material world. Psalm 119, verses 73 through 80, New King James, Meditations on the Excellencies of the Word of God. Your hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding that I may learn your commandments. Those who fear you will be glad when they see me, because I have hoped in your word. I know, O Lord, that your judgments are right, and that in faithfulness you have afflicted me. Let, I pray, your merciful kindness be for my comfort, according to your word to your servant. Let your tender mercies come to me, that I may live. For your law is my delight. Let the proud be ashamed, for they treated me wrongfully with falsehood. That I will meditate on your precepts. Let those who fear you turn to me, those who know your testimonies. Let my heart be blameless regarding your statutes, that I may not be ashamed. Proverbs 30, New King James, the wisdom of Agur. The words of Agur, the son of Jakeh, his utterance, this man declared to Ithiel and Ukal. Surely I am more stupid than any man. I do not have the understanding of a man. I neither learned wisdom nor have knowledge of the Holy One. Who has ascended into heaven or descended? Who has gathered the wind in his fist? Who has bound the water in a garment? Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name, if you know? Every word of God is pure. He is a shield to those who put their trust in him. Do not add to his words, lest he rebuke you, and you be found a liar. 2 things I request of you. Deprive me not before I die. Remove falsehood and lies far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food allotted to me, lest I be full and deny you, and say, Who is the Lord? or lest I be poor and steal and profane the name of my God. Do not malign a servant to his master, lest he curse you, and you be found guilty. There is a generation that curses its father and does not bless its mother. There is a generation that is pure in its own eyes, yet is not washed from its filthiness. There is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. There is a generation whose teeth are like swords, whose fangs are like knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from among men. The leech has 2 daughters, give and give. There are 3 things that are never satisfied, 4 never say enough: the grave, the barren womb, the earth that is not satisfied with water, and the fire never says enough. The eye that mocks his father and scorns obedience to his mother, the ravens of the valley will pick it out, and the young eagles will eat it. There are 3 things which are too wonderful for me, yes, 4, which I do not understand: the way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent on a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a virgin. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth, and says, I have done no wickedness. For 3 things the earth is perturbed, yes, for 4 it cannot bear up: for a servant when he reigns, a fool when he is filled with food, a hateful woman when she is married, and a maidservant who succeeds her mistress. There are 4 things which are little on the earth, but they are exceedingly wise. The ants are a people not strong, yet they prepare their food in the summer. The rock badgers are a feeble folk, yet they make their homes in the crags. The locusts have no king, yet they all advance in ranks. The spider skillfully grasps with its hands, and it is in kings' palaces. There are 3 things which are majestic in pace, yes, 4, which are stately in walk: a lion which is mighty among beasts, and does not turn away from any; a greyhound, a male goat also, and a king whose troops are with him. If you have been foolish in exalting yourself, or if you have devised evil, put your hand on your mouth. For as the churning of milk produces butter, and wringing the nose produces blood, so the forcing of wrath produces strife. All right, and the links are there if you want to check that out. And give it a thumbs up, and click subscribe, and leave a comment, question, prayer request. Love to hear from you. So have a good day. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.